Hey, I'm Amanda Vernon. Welcome to Word for the Week. My word for this week is we boast in hope. I'd like to share with you how I felt the Lord speaking to me in Mass last weekend and what I think the Lord is telling me to do about the word that He's given me. So last weekend I attended Mass here in Arizona at our home parish, but I went on Saturday night by myself before going with my family the next day. Turns out though, after I sat in the pew, another family with 3 young children came and sat next to me, the youngest of whom kept sliding closer and closer to me as the Mass progressed. And I could see his mom giving him that it's like the church expression, but it's the eyes. It's like, get over here, And after a while, toward the end of Mass, I finally leaned over and whispered to her. I said, I have 4 children at home, and her eyes widened and she said, oh good, because I think he's kicked you 17 times. So I felt there was definitely camaraderie there throughout Mass. And this word that stood out to me, we boast in hope. The entire phrase is we boast in hope of the glory of God. As I've prayed about this word, I've noticed that I'm feeling really hopeful about a lot of things this week. For example, I'm feeling really hopeful about living in Arizona. I mean, it's been almost 3 years now that we've lived here, and I'm finally starting to feel really excited about living here. I'm excited about friends that we're making, feeling sort of homey here, and I'm just really hopeful about that. I'm also really hopeful about this book that I wrote with Father Matt Face, and I'm really hopeful about people's response to it. We're getting messages from people all across the world selling books almost every day online, and there's just so much excitement. There have been leaders from different countries like India and Australia and other places who've reached out to us about bringing us in to speak or making a documentary or making a movie. It's really exciting. But what's so comforting in prayer is that my hope is not in any of these opportunities. It's not in the fact that I live in Arizona. It's not in the fact that we're making these friends or even in these really exciting business and ministry opportunities. My hope is ultimately in the glory of God. That's why I can boast and say, hey, everything is going to work out great. Everything's going to be amazing. Not because it's going to go the way that I plan or the way that I think that things should go on my own, but ultimately I can express this excitement about things that are happening because I know that when I give it back to the Lord, He will bring the best out of every situation. So this coming weekend is going to be the Feast of Corpus Christi, or the Body and Blood of Christ. That was the feast day in which I received my first communion, and my godson, Jair, he's going to be receiving his first communion, and I'll be there to be at Mass with him and his family. I'm just really emotional and looking forward to this moment. So I hope that wherever you are today and wherever you're going to be this next weekend, that you would open up your heart to listen for your word for the week, and that somehow listening to my witness today can help you to listen for God's voice as well. This episode is made possible by my patrons. Their support allows me to share my experience of God and the church while supporting my family at the same time. And maybe I've shared this story before on one of my episodes, but once when I was giving a concert in Michigan, this lady came up to me. She said, what does your husband do? And I said, a lot. He does some advertising, a lot of behind the scenes business administration, tour scheduling, social media management. And she said, oh, for who? And I was like, for me. So David and I work together full time. This is completely how we feed the kids. There's no side hustle. And so I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be able to make videos like this and to go out and travel and to share about our faith and to use all of our gifts to do that. But without our patrons, that wouldn't be possible. So thank you so much to those of you who are patrons. Thank you to those of you who have made one-time donation. If you'd like to become a patron or to make a donation toward our ministry, just check out the link below. Also, you can subscribe to my channel. You can comment on, you can like and share this video to help us reach even more people. Thanks.